I would like to walk you through how to navigate yourself through the Google Classroom. For those of you who might be using the Google Classroom app for the first time, I hope by now all of you have downloaded the Google Classroom onto your device. If you haven't yet done that, you can pause the video or quit the video and download the app and come back and watch the video. So let's launch the app. You locate the Google Classroom application on your phone and you open it. Open it for the first time. It will take you to the home screen where you will see all the classes you have signed up with. In my case, I have signed up with 4 classes: P2P Cohort 4, MET Peer-to-Peer, Peer-to-Peer SEM 3, and Okuapmang. These are the 4 classes I have signed up with. In your case, you might see only P2P Cohort 4 if you have signed up with only P2P. But if you have signed up with other classes, then they will also appear alongside the P2P Cohort 4. If the home screen does not show any classroom or otherwise does not show the P2P Cohort 4, you might be having other classes, but the P2P Cohort 4 might not be among the list. If that is the case, that means you have not properly signed up with us. There might be 2 issues. The first issue might be that you have not accepted our invitation. Hence, your email has not been registered with our P2P Cohort 4 classroom. The second cause may also be that you might have opened the app using a different email, an email different from the one you have used to accept the invitation. If your case is the first problem, where you have not accepted our invitation, kindly DM us through WhatsApp so that we can help you fix that problem. But if you have accepted the invitation and yet it is not showing, then the likely cause might be that you have you have opened the app with a different email alien to our Google Classroom, or otherwise you have opened the app through a different email recognized by us that is different from the one you used to sign up. You can resolve that quickly and very simple. First, you locate your profile picture, which is always at the top right corner of the app. Tap on your profile picture. The first email address that shows is the one that has been used to open the app. In my case, that is dr@bookdoctortechnologies.com. The system will also display other email accounts on your device. So if you want to swap to the correct email, look through and select the correct email you use to accept the invite so that you can swap to that email. If that email is not part of the displayed email account, you can use the add account feature at the bottom to add that particular email so that you can sign in with that email into the Google Classroom. But remember, this process will require you to remember your password to that email, because if you have forgotten your password to that email, you cannot add it to the device. And I hope none of you have that challenge. So let's proceed. So at the home page, locate P2P cohort 4 and tap on those words to enter the Google Classroom for P2P cohort 4. So this is the interface for P2P cohort 4 classroom. You see your announcement and the timetable for this particular blog. It will always be displayed. We will not remove it. Good. Now let's look at some important buttons. The first button we shall discuss is the meeting icon, which is located at the top right corner of the app, very far top right corner. If there is any class, assuming we are coming to meet right now, tap on that icon. It looks like a camera. It will take you to the Google Meet app where our classes are held. So let's experiment that. So you open by tapping on the meeting icon. The system will take you to Google Meet where our classes are held. You should see join. If you see join the waiting room, it means you are not using the correct email address to enter the classroom. You can swap the email address by clicking on the scrolling email address. Then from the list, you select the correct email address. After selecting the correct email address, you will see that you enter class street to join the class session. Take note, sometimes when we enter the class, you will see that an inscription is on the screen saying, wait until a meeting host join you. That is not a problem. That is an indication that none of the facilitators is online. The moment they join the meeting, you will automatically be brought in. They don't even need to add you manually. Once they join, all those who are waiting for the facilitator will just automatically come into the meeting. So when it happens like that, wait patiently. Where you're worried is when you see join the waiting room. Let me demonstrate that for you to see. I'm going to pick an email that is not recognized by the system. So this email is not recognized. So that is why we are seeing the join the waiting room. Join the waiting room. When it happens like that, swap to the correct email before you join. When you swap to the correct email, it will change to join. Good. Let's look at other features. Let's go back to our Google Classroom. Now, at the bottom of the app, we have streams, classwork, and people. Let's go to classwork. When you click on classwork, you will see do nothing. Don't bother about that. Just leave it as it is. Then you have cohort 4 recordings. Tap on that to access the recordings. So when you tap on cohort 4 recordings, you will see the attachment. Click on the attachment, and this one, to select the correct email, there will be a pop-up. Especially those who have a lot of emails on their device, there will be a pop-up. Pick the correct email that will enable you to access the file. Assuming you pick a wrong email and click OK, you see that request access from file owner. You will not be given access. So let's go back and then use the correct email. The correct email will take us straight to the files. These are the files. If you want to download the file, beside each of the files, they have 3 dots. Click on the 3 dots to open a menu. Scroll down until you see download. Then you click on the download to download the file. The file for most Android devices will be stored at the download folder. So if you navigate using File Manager, you can access the downloaded files in your download folder. The files can also be displayed in a preview mode. If you want the preview mode, click on the square grid. It will display in the preview mode. In the preview mode, the first scenes of the videos will display. In that way, when you are searching for a file, it will not be very difficult for you. At the preview mode, beside the file names too, you can see the 3 dots. When you still press the 3 dots, the menu will still open for you to download. Basically, this is what I want you to know about the Google Classroom. There are other features. Of course, when you begin to use the app, you can navigate them. But for the purposes of P2P, we shall be using the meeting app. So the meeting icon, which looks like a camera. And then to access videos, we come to the classwork. Thank you very much.